This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to take a look at the Masters of the Universe Sketchbook series, He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, inspired by original concept art. So let's not forget, this does say inspired by, so it's not necessarily accurate to the art, because we got Vicron and Vicor. We've got Viron and Vicor, both characters who were based on original concept art as well. So this He-Man comes with two different heads. At first I thought it was just a recolor of the hair, but the helmets are actually different style also, it looks like. So, I mean, obviously we have a lot of the black and white sketches here. Whoops. Kind of like a vehicle there, which kind of want to see that one made. Sketchbook series vehicles would be kind of cool. Turn it to the side. We got a nice bit of artwork here that looks like done in pencil almost, showing him looking out over to the expanse with his trusty axe. Kind of, I don't know if you would actually want to hold an axe that way, because if you need to use it, that's going to be kind of awkward. On the other side, we get a headshot of our blonde-haired man and our dark-haired one. And finally on the back, we have some artwork depicting He-Man, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms, and what I am assuming is the Evil Lyn. Inspired by original concept art, Masters of the Universe presents Sketchbook series, featuring figures inspired by the original concept drawings of fan-favorite characters before they evolved into the final form of Eternia's greatest heroes and villains. Looking at that, quote, Evil Lyn there, it looks like she would end up being based on the 2000X body because almost everything there looks like her 2000X form. You know what I mean? I still want to see them do it because she does look pretty cool and I want to see that head sculpt. But yeah, that body definitely looks like it's the 2000X body right there. Hopefully they won't put the 2000X created outfit onto the origin style buck because that's just going to look weird and not fit right. But let's go ahead and open this sucker up, shall we? Oh, before we go that far though. This came in a perfectly sized box, so somebody at Target just decided to fold it just for the hell of it. I'm really sick and tired of ordering stuff. The artwork continues a little bit more. Oh look, there's Beastman. I always like that they give us the background here like this, because it always looks pretty cool. Okay, so here we have his axe. This looks very much inspired by the Classics Vicron figure. It's actually a pretty nice sculpt too. I like it. Metallic sheen to it. Very nice. We got his two head sculpts. We have the dark-haired barbarian with the grimace on his face. He's got teeny tiny little beady eyes though. But it's not bad. Then we have our secondary one. And the hair is different, but then again, the hair looks like it is attached to the helmet. So it looks like the head, the hair, and the helmet no, never mind. Forget what I just said. It looks like the heads are 3 pieces total here. Looks like the head, the hair, and the helmet are all separate parts. But the face sculpt itself does appear to be the same for both of these guys. Maybe? Or maybe not. Jeez. He's got more of a chin on the blonde-haired one, it looks like to me, actually. So they actually kind of went all out on this one, I would say. Because that is kind of trippy, man. I don't know how well that's coming in for you guys. But yeah, Blondie's chin definitely looks like it's bigger than Blackie's hair, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah. So it looks like we got the head sculpts are different, the hair is different, and the helmets are different. That's more effort than I would have expected Mattel to put into something like this. You know what I mean? Another accessory that it comes with is a shield. It looks like it's a new shield. It's just got the little handle on the back like normal. And it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's not great. And I don't know. This is one of the few times where I've seen them do a plastic thing here that just looks kind of cheap without the paint on it. Now then we look at He-Man's bracers here. They're also a different design. More square at the top here, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense in my opinion, but that's what they went with. He's also got like the holder for the sword in the back, but no sword. I mean, we can't fit the axe back there. Unfortunately, we can't really fit the shield back there. And then, geez, trying to get the axe out is not very easy either. So I'm not sure why we didn't get a sword. Something else to note with this design here is that his feet are actually wearing sandals. And then spats, I guess you would call that. But yeah, his feet are sandaled. You can see all of his individual toes. That's kind of a surprise. He's definitely falling under like gladiator kind of category here with that, in my opinion. You know, oh, that's a belt there. So he's got the standard diaper, and then he's got a loincloth on top of it. We still have the iron cross. It's a little bit more hollowed out. And then it does look like a leather harness instead of a metal harness, which is kind of what the other one always resembled to me. So let's go ahead and talk about his articulation. His head is on a ball joint, and there is a wiggle room there in the neck peg. So we can spin it all around, look down, look up, glance sideways, etc., etc. Spin the arm around, 360. Arm hinges upwards and downwards. We get the elbow here, single joint like most Origin style figures. The hand can spin as usual. He has in and out articulation on both hands. This, however, this little extra here, extra like back of the hand guard, does affect though the movement of the hand. Not a lot, but enough to be annoying. We can spin 360 at the waist. We can kick up a little bit and kick back a little bit. The knee does a little less than 90 there. We do have a boot cut. And the little toesies hinge, the feet hinge up and down and spin all around. Now that being said, we can swap out his head. The only problem I have with this is this does not match anything else on this figure. Like, I know they wanted to try to do some extra differentiation from this head, but they probably should have gone ahead and either gone ahead and kept this gold and then made this the same red as the stuff on his equipment, or maybe even made that brown and red or whatever. But doing the orange, it's kind of like with the Cyclone figure, where the one head fits in just fine with the coloring, but the other head does not. So I guess maybe if you wanted to swap this out with like a He-Man head on your regular He-Man, that would probably work out better. But again, these should have been red though instead. So about swapping out the blonde head with your regular He-Man figure, that apparently ain't gonna work because that skin tone don't match up. So now he looks like he's really sickly instead. So I guess I actually am not sure what you would do with that. Maybe swap out the 2000X harness on the He-Man there and then put that head on there, I guess. That's a possibility. Either way, that orange on the helmet really does throw off almost everything, except for it does match up with the bracers on the He-Man from the original Origins lineup. As far as this figure goes, you know, I've said it before, I do actually rather like the Sketchbook series, and I like in these different variations on these figures. I think it's a great idea, and I like the concept a lot, but to a certain extent though, I'm not sure why they do some of the things they do. Because again, this is the second time we've got a head that doesn't really go along with the body we were given, and while you could probably have swapped out that Cyclone's head on the original Cyclone figure if you'd wanted, definitely not going to work with this one, because the skin tones just don't match up. Now, otherwise, if they had, it wouldn't have looked too bad. Not great, but still not too bad. I think maybe if I do find this figure on clearance in the future, I would probably just go ahead and buy a second one and display him both ways, just for the heck of it. Because I do kind of like that second head, even if he is kind of going for the crimson chin look with that chin. But why don't you guys let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this review, please feel free to smash that like button. And if you want to hear more of my nonsense in the future, you can subscribe. I thank you for watching. Peace and love.